All right, welcome back to System Shock. Ooh, what was that? Come on, I saw something. What was it? 043. Okay. So 771 is the exact code. 043692 is the code we need to unlock the thing, which we'll get to eventually. But we have another elevator we need to hop on. I'm going to heal first because we are going to another level, which means we have the potential to die horribly on the way down.
We're tracking you over security lines. We're still holding, but it's only a matter of time now. We've seen your military implant in action. There's a hardware expert up here who can help you put that thing to use against Showdown. I think it's setting a trap for you. If you can make it up here, we can hold.
It sounds like they're having a rough go of it. We better see if we can get to them as quickly as we can. Level 5 logs. Diego.
Oscar, guess what? I'm under investigation, so shred what you've got. Shred it all. Got that? Now get this. The logs of the experiments are protected by some program called Showdown. So I picked up some hacker who's gonna crack it for us. That gives me access to the robos and the other systems on the station. So we've got a shield that will try and dust me. Sit tight, baby. It's under control.
This doesn't look ominous at all. Let's go somewhere else. For now, we'll come back to it. Cheeky. Nice attempt at an ambush, I guess. Actually, I'm going to switch to regular ammo because most of the things in this level are do not require Teflon rounds. Thankfully. Another data log. Aha! And... Uh-oh. Yeah, some bad things happened here.
Internal security report. Subject, Edward Diego. We're gonna nail this guy to the wall. I am now working as his personal secretary, and I've already found signs of a cover-up in C-space. Nothing relating to mutagen research, but I'm looking. This thing is big.
I think he figured out who was spying on him.
Security bot went bananas in the convection shaft. Had to toss in an EMP grenade. Anyways, the bearings in the northeast convection shaft are shot. I left the repulsors on for the maintenance people. That's it for today.
We're just gonna go ahead and pass up on the darts. So yeah, we're getting a little bit more, filling in more of the story here. Diego discovers he's been under investigation, probably because he found out his secretary was spying on him. And then he brought us aboard to take care of the problem. Give him access to Showdown so he can get control of the system security, which, as it turns out, was a terrible plan because Diego's a moron. I think the term I'd use was
For
weasel.
some reason, the cyborgs are patrolling the access corridors around Flight Bay 4. What are they guarding there, anyhow?
Turbo motion booster. Level 2. The turbo motion booster is, in fact, just extra speed. That's all. I need to turn that off before it drains too much power. Okay. Also, a new enemy. One by one. Oh. Flying mutants. They're not actually that dangerous because they're short range only, and they've got a pretty limited attack. Oops. Bomb car! Okay, I think I can turn the infrared night sights off. Yeah, there's a, I think there's actually a light switch somewhere you can hit. Yeah, it's right there. Yep. The lights are back on. Cool. Seeing that, great. But this is the landing bay 2 and 3, and then the executive landing bay, which is where we found the thing on Diego. That looks expensive. What is that? Ah, it's another Magnum. We don't actually need it, but it might have bullets. Hello?
These crates give us good position, but I don't see a way to break through the life pod. Beth and Imran, see if you can get down to where it says Flight Bay 2.
Oh boy, well that was the end of her. Alright. Crates, nothing. Okay. Escape pods. There are 2 left. And we need
non-emergency. Life pods disabled.
We know that's garbage, but there's not a whole lot we can do about it. The Xerxes classifies as an emergency as the station is exploding. Doesn't matter, everybody else is dead.
You are not welcomed here. Remove yourself.
So, there's a little bit of a trick here. A little bit. It's actually easier to aim from a stationary location by unlocking the
Cyborg conversion cancelled. Standard station restoration procedures online.
by unlocking the mouse. Ow. But you can actually reduce the outgoing radiation damage by destroying the radioactive barrels. It doesn't eliminate it entirely, so that is something to consider. No ammo. Okay, I guess no ammo. And the reason the spark beam, because at this time, the spark beam is effectively useless to us. It doesn't have enough damage output to kill anything on this level. I could have burned through most of my energy reserves trying to kill the that security level 1 bot, but it's not worth it. However, there are some ventilation shafts that are absolutely worth wandering around in. I'm looking for one particular ventilation shaft. Got a lot of standard rounds. This isn't it, unfortunately. But it takes care of the Cyber Ninja problem. We've actually gotten to the point where picking up pistol ammo is not. So that That is our new enemy. You'll see him momentarily. I have to go over there and play with these switches, but I need to flip that switch as well. So we'll come back to that. And this is actually... That was my fault. That's what I get for not paying attention to my surroundings. Yep. Okay, so we actually come back with more health than we left with, so that's good. Now we just gotta do a little backtracking. It's actually less backtracking than you'd think, because that ramp actually goes right down here. That's a lot of radioactive contamination, though. But I don't need that. We're gonna have to throw some detox, or just let it kill us. It doesn't really matter. That's that. Bunch of dead robots. This was where the this is where we just died. Their health kit. We're actually, yeah, we're almost out of space. We have 3 slots left, and I'm gonna actually need to use. I'm gonna have to have 4 empty slots for the next half of the post biome adventure. If that sentence made sense. Okay, let's go see our new. Actually, you know what? I want to do a little more wandering around. Oh, excuse me, I have the hiccups. Do a little more wandering around, because there's some stuff down here that is okay. We're not going to use them for anything else. We'll use the detox. Yeah, there's some stuff on this. One of these is a door. Ah, that actually scared me. I think it's, yeah, there it is. You have to be careful in picking, I think I said this before, but you have to be careful in picking up explosives, because sometimes they're live. Don't.
Son of a... Service bridge and flight bay core. It's blown a couple of fuses. We're getting up something temporary, but it's gonna be a little fidgety.
Oh, it's 100% a trap.
We're all still reeling from the disaster 2 days ago. I checked out the defense system, but there's not a thing wrong with it. Well, unless you count that it fired on our own shuttle. I'm taking it offline today.
So the Genius Mind Enhancer that we just picked up, they're patches that make the puzzles, if you take them before the puzzle, it makes the puzzle easier. I'm gonna go ahead and toss the spark beam because it has limited usefulness to us now, and this thing, the Mark III assault rifle, is so much better. Now I gotta figure out how to get out of here. It's... I could have probably gotten rid of the pistol, but I like the pistol. And we were just here. Got it. Hello. So this is a freight elevator. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get over there. I think there's a way to... There's a switch I can flip. There's a switch I can flip that will allow me to cross that. This looks like decoration. This is not. This is a pathway. This is a mandatory pathway. You get used to it. Okay, the wrong way.
All Flight Bay maintenance personnel. We have a serious emergency. Yesterday, the defense system fired without executive control and blew a Triumph shuttle right out of the hangar. I want a complete diagnostic on the computer node in the South Repair Center. If you find anything funny, take it offline.
Aha! Now we found our way down here, and now we can play with these switches. These switches will get us there, and we want to go there. And that's it, we're done. It was that easy.
Don Travers had me examining defense relays all morning. Seems there was a signal from Shodan 78 milliseconds before they fired. So I went down to disconnect the CPU node, and a malfunctioning maintenance bot almost killed me. This whole thing is getting stranger by the minute.
So, that's actually goes to that trench that I was trying to figure out how to get over. Yeah. We have more interesting things to examine. This light bridge puzzle that we just solved. You can play with it to try to get it to do a little bit, get a little more range out of it, but it doesn't really get any better. And it would have gotten a lot better had I, for some reason, my jump buttons not worked. I might need to take it a little slower on these. Come on, there we go. I need to take it a little slower down these hallways, or at least wait a couple of seconds. Actually, what I can do is this. Hooray! Stamina patch applied, which gives us an instant boost to stamina that lasts for about 10 seconds, I think. Hooray. Didn't think I was going to make it there for a second. Jackpot. Okay, so I'm going to grab that because I can, and I'm probably going to immediately use it. The headlamp. This is going to be our bread and butter, and this thing. We now have rocket boots. The headlamp is, it's a flashlight. With the rocket boots. Impressive, aren't they? Okay, so we're going to do a little inventory cleanup here. Because, first of all, I'm going to use this thing. Yay. We're going to grab these. The CAD batteries. I don't need the batteries, as far as I know. Couldn't be any... I don't think there are enemies here. Yeah, no, this is just a little hidden area that you can use if you use... if you use the jet boots. Oh, right. Once the stamina up patch wears off, you have a couple of seconds of major fatigue. Okay, we have ourselves a magnesium-tipped assault rifle, and we have a new enemy to kill. We need to go save our friends, or something like that. Yes, it's an AK-47. Actually, hang on. You've gone the wrong way. Shortcut. Sadly, we now have a shield, level 2, which means it drains less battery. We have some more mag pulse ammo, and we have the ER-90 blaster, which means the assault rifle is getting chucked because the blaster is an upgrade for the spark beam. Because the railgun, excuse me. The railgun is so limited in its usefulness, it's not funny. Landmines, EMP grenades, Mark III magnesium tip shells. I think those are incendiary, which means if you hit a target, they catch the impact of magnesium on the target causes it to catch fire. But don't quote me on that. I'm not a ballistics. I'm a gun nut, but not a ballistics guy. Okay, so that was a. I was wrong. It wasn't a mandatory area. Mandatory is back over here. But it was a useful little distraction, and it got us some really nifty toys. Where was it? It was over here somewhere.
I'm afraid it's too late to save your friends.
You bitch. That was with the shields on. That's a Cortex Reaver. Yeah, I can imagine why they had trouble. And it's as gross as it looks. That's a human. So what it does is it takes the corpse of a human and uses it as essentially a primary CPU. That's its initial programming design, is to go find a corpse and then harvest its brain to use as a primary CPU. And what you get is this kind of body hanging from it. And we found Perovsky, unfortunately.
I wonder if you'll hear this, Hacker. Albert Royston and I were the only ones who survived the last attack. We hid. Shuttern has another plan. It's going to load itself into Earth's computer net. We will be dead in another minute. We can't let them take us. Al, are you ready? It's cutting through the door now. Almost done. It's opening.
Well, shit. So now we have two objectives. We got to deal with the Groves, which require us to go to a few places. And it's more complicated than it seems because it's the Groves. Anyway, I digress. I'm getting ahead of myself and I'm a tad annoyed. So we have two problems. We have Groves. Wrong door. Better. Not worth it. It's really not. Now we can go to level 4. Level 4 is storage. Storage is actually kind of fun. No, we were told there's... I was having a conversation with whoever's watching this. Interrupting. We need to do a little cyborg hunting. Moving on. Yeah, so now we have two problems. We have the groves and the biological contamination in them, and we have Shodan trying to escape the station by uploading herself into the Earth's internet, essentially. And now we have to solve both those problems. Level 4 logs.
Sabo, you've got to be kidding me. Is this work schedule some kind of joke? 2 6-hour shifts a day with a 45-minute break in between? Might as well just take the lifter bots offline so I can do it all by hand.
No need to be salty.
Aubrey again. Why are these bots rebuilding the storage rooms? And why so many repulsor lifts? Has McLeod authorized all this? You said Shodan was acting a little strange lately. Someone should definitely check it out.
Bad dog. I don't have the combination for that door, so we'll come back. We also need to find the immortality machine. Yeah, so you notice I've been aiming in kind of odd angles. It's because you'll see as we get closer to objects, the hitbox is off. It's something to do with how melee weapons work in this game. Oh, look at that. We found it. And switch to
Cyborg conversion cancelled. Standard station restoration procedures online.
Ray immortality on this level. Ow, 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 ow. Jerk. Door's locked. I wonder why. Could be the radiation? Might be the radiation. Pretty quickly. Oops. The guys in storage have their own crisis to deal with. Sadly, I don't think they actually get the opportunity to kind of grasp the nightmare that they've been thrust into. We have ourselves a new weapon. A weapon which I refuse to use. Mein Menü, bitte. Yeah, the other problem with the elite cyborgs is they don't make any noise. Ooh. Those slag clips are very useful, and they're for a weapon we don't have. Okay, so this is the DC-05 riot gun. This is a waste of our time. This is a joke weapon. It's a giant F you to the player if you pick it up. Because the only ammo for it are rubber bullets. Which which do negligible damage to robots and very little damage to biological to the mutants. And it does, I think, next to no damage at all to the cyborgs. All right, more people to listen to.
Wasn't sure about the bots. I tried to make a move from the plastique. They came after me. Barely escaped. Catwalks are screwed up now. Wong's body is lying below them. Parabots all over it. Things gashed up my stomach. Not feeling so good.
McLeod's not doing well. Wong is dead.
This is great. The CPUs are spewing random numbers into systems authorization memory, which would all be fine if we wanted to prevent ourselves from accessing executive functions. Now, if we go to the source code... Wait, what the hell is this?
Recharging station access granted.
And I killed myself with the explosion. But it also gave us access to, it said, access to a recharging station. So there's a couple things going on. First of all, we need to get that code on the wall. 9. Okay, we'll have to figure out what exactly the order of the numbers is. They're actually in floor order. Aha, this is what I was talking about. We now have access to recharging station. We don't really need it, but hey, whatever. Come here, you. You go this way? Yes. Okay. Alright. Now to the other side of... Storage is big. I would imagine it would be because it's flipping storage for a space station. Why it's in the middle of the station, I don't know. You would think storage would be at the bottom. Or maybe it would be in the middle. I don't know. I'm not a designer. I'm not an engineer. Actually, there's a certain... I'm going to go on a rant here. There's a certain... certain logic to... Okay, hang on. Shut up. We don't need it. There's a certain logic putting storage, like vital storage, in the middle of a space station.
Sabo here. Listen, Mac, I've got a plague loose on the exec level. Got an idea, but I need an envirosuit to pull it off. What's the code for your storage cell you keep your suit in? I only remember it ends with 8.
Because it allows you to have quick access to emergency supplies on both ends of the station. If you put it at the bottom, you have to go all the way to the bottom of the station to get the emergency supplies. Oh, look! Screw 'em. Also, flashlight. But it depends on how you want to design this. I mean, theoretically, you could design the space station to be a giant tube, or you can make it a giant donut. Those are probably the two most efficient ways to do it. If you want it the most efficient way, they built this thing kind of like a tube or a wheel with spokes and crap coming out of it. The most efficient way would be actually to make it a giant donut with all the critical supplies in the middle of the donut. But no, I'm not an engineer. What do I know? Okay, so this puzzle is kind of insane. And this is why. Cool. Access to a first aid kit there. And I'm gonna go with the other one because I know there's a well, there's stuff here and there's another room. This is a radiation trench and I don't want to deal with it. I figured that might happen. Okay, the death count is going to get, if I was keeping a death count, the death count would get significantly higher past the executive level, because things get kind of ridiculous. Admittedly, one of those deaths was me. Accidentally blowing myself up with the CPU cores. I'm looking for something in specific, in particular. This is part of it. This is Storage 1. Storage 1 is a flippin' nightmare, but not for the reason you think. And we're not going to go in there because the door's locked. Of course it is. What are you? Sluts. I need to turn this off. I'm burning energy. Aha! Now we're where I want to be. First, we go this way. Because this is... Ow. I honestly don't know. I think those are like spark beams or energy cannons of some sort. Yep. Be angry. I don't know why I didn't do this before. That would have been more ammo efficient for sure. Anything else down here? But there is that switch, which is the whole reason we came down in the first place. Now these guys, other than the stuff they have on their bodies, are guarding something. Apparently they were guarding crates of grenades. And some medical supplies. I thought they were guarding something else. Maybe not. Oh well. Worth it. Still. Okay, now we get to do the thing. Yeah. This is one of the more ridiculous... Are these live? Yes, they are. Okay. Ooh boy. So this is a trap. Yes. And we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. Whee!
Nice jump.
Wow. Didn't even get a chance to Shoot. Okay, but now we can engage the hostile robots from a distance. Oops. There we go. Well, not what I intended, but success. Okay, we're gonna cheat. Screw it. I'm off. I don't actually even think we need the motion enhancer. I think we can actually do the jump without. Because I think this is actually a frictionless surface. Yes. Or a low friction surface, I should say. But yeah, that's a nasty little surprise. But even then, just wow, I didn't need anything from here, but it was kind of a nifty little come here. Nifty little environmental event. But, you know, that's pretty much, well, that's pretty much everything we can do in here that doesn't involve explosives. So, I'm debating whether I want to do this or not. I really don't want to do this, but so this is a trap. Well, kind of trap. This is... At least they give us some detox to use. Yeah. This is timed, which makes this all the more obnoxious. Switches. That did it again. I do. Yep. Remember what I said about the game trying to knock you off things? Yeah. Okay. Screw it. Really? Well, poo. Alright, let's burn one of these batteries. Yes. I don't know. Screw it. We'll use the first aid kit as well. Nope, nope, nope. Off. Okay. You're now firmly on solid ground. Hooray. There we go. Center. And don't die. Alright, we've made it to... Ah! Oops. At this point, I pretty much should be using the Teflon rounds on the pistol, because the pistol is running out of usefulness. Nope. And we're going to discard it soon, because we're going to pick up new guns. But there's ammunition storage here. Turn on the light, because I want to be able to see what I'm doing. Did we even pick up a holotape I forgot to play? Maybe. Check. So I do know we have one in front of us. Nope. So we need to get max code. And I think this is Mac. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is what's left of Mac.
Sabo, you should know this. Shodan issued recall on all Enviro suits for no reason. I stashed a suit in my storage cell where I put the plastic the boss kept looking for. The combo is 8.
Okay, so now we kind of have an idea. It's 8 something 8. So we can go back. Oh, come on. It's years. There's a couple of special items in that room, but it's not mandatory for our progress. The door's still locked. I'm trying to remember where the stored room requires the key. Here we go. Oops. 838, jackpot. Alright, so there's Magnum if we need it, but more importantly, the environmental protection suit. And our character's color changes from regular to purple. So Mac tried to store plastique. Hi. There's a storage of plastique, which we actually need. Turn the lights back on, so I can turn my lantern off, because it's now draining my power. Yeah, so Mac tried to store the plastique, but he pretty much got himself killed before he could get more than one, which is a bummer. So the rest of the plastique is hidden behind a series of doors in that room I didn't want to go in. Not that room. Not that room. It's one camera. Probably on a floor somewhere. Storage room 1. This is really what the blaster's good for, is taken out. Ow. So, each one of these doors has one of those guys behind it. I'm fine, how are you? It's kind of a waste of time. Hey, tell you what, since we know we already have an objective, and we know... I'm going the wrong way. I know where this... Sorry, I was interrupting the doors. Oops. Wrong way. I was going the right direction. These platforms are buggy as shit. That's our storage. We have one. We need 4. There are 3 more, so we can take 1 more of these first aid kits. Oop. That's usually a bad sound. But in this case, I think it's. Yeah. Hey guys. Also. I can't reach him without making that jump, and I don't want to. There's a switch down there. It turns on the lights. I think it turns on the lights and activates. I think it just turns on the lights. Not a secret door. See, this is one of, you see I'm kind of sliding around here. Damn. Come on. Oh, I remember what this lit.